Hey guys, I'm back with another toy hunt, not toy hunt, toy review. And I'm back with another toy review, and today we're gonna take a look at the movie monster series Kaizer Ghidorah. Now, before we take a look at this figure, let's take a look at the tag he came with. Now, here's the tag that he came with. Kaizer Ghidorah, I guess what it says in Japanese. Movie monster series, Bandai logo, Toho made in China, and Godzilla Final Wars logo. And Bandai logo, Kaizer Ghidorah. So yeah, and there's a nice photo there of Kaizer Ghidorah from the movie that he only appeared in, Godzilla Final Wars. So yeah. Now let's take a look at Kaizer Ghidorah. Now, I've heard some mixed feelings about this figure overall. A lot of people don't like it, mainly because of the size and the awful paint job that he has. Which, I will admit, doesn't look good. Because it literally looks like those terrible monster figures, like, from the past. Like, you know, the ones that are, like, sprayed paint and then shoved into a plastic bag. I mean, those type of awful looking figures from the past. I mean, I'll try to put a photo right here for an example, but yeah, that's what this figure looks like, honestly. Like, come on, Bandai, we know you can do better than just spray, spray, spray. I mean, we're gonna take a look at the details in a second. I mean, we're gonna take a look at the details right now, but we'll get into the paint in a second. So let's take a look at the individual heads. So yeah, here's the middle one. Nice details he did, at least, for the teeth, the tongue, and the head. And then the neck is nicely detailed, and it kind of looks like a, you know, yeah. And here's the right head, his right. He has 2 horns right here. No, actually he has 3 horns, and then this one, can't tell if there's a 3rd horn, or I think he has 2 horns, yeah. But this one has like 3 horns. I don't know. The design is really random. Right there for the eyes. Same level of detailing they did on the neck as well as the other head. Like, jeez. Like, I'm trying to get some details on this neck, but then look. Aha! How you doing? He's like blocking his head. It's like blocking the camera. So yeah, they did a nice job with the details overall, at least. So yeah, this figure is really nicely done, nicely sculpted. The details is amazing. Even the back they detailed it. Kind of reminds me of movie monster series Ghidorah. So yeah. Even under the underside they did a lot of detailing. Even at the tail they put some details. So yeah. The wings are nicely detailed as well. So yeah. Even the legs are detailed nicely. Like, look at the thighs. So yeah, paint-wise, I will admit this figure is not nicely painted. I mean, well, the face at least is nicely painted, but it could have been better if it had some, like, a black dry brushing around the eyes, because I'm pretty sure, like heck, even in the photo, I mean, his face is not fully gold like that, but there should have been at least some bits of dry brushing, as well as the horns. I mean, yeah, the horns do have that same paint as the suit, but I don't know, there's just something missing on the faces. It could be the teeth, it could be the face, or the weird color choice for the tongue. But yeah, the neck, look how the neck is like painted on the suit. It should have been like silver, then some bits of like dry brushing, but nope. He just painted gold. So yeah. I mean, the only part that's nicely painted will have to be the toenails and the tail, somewhat the tail, but the upper part of the wings. I mean, look how nicely painted that is. Like, look how nicely done that is. I mean, if they'd done the same thing for the neck and the chest at least, that would have been acceptable. But this is just unacceptable because all they did is just that's it. But yeah, it could have benefited from a little bit of dry brushing around the body, you know? So, yeah. Now, from what I heard, people were not a fan of the size of this figure, which I didn't really compare him next to my Godzilla figure yet, which we'll do in a second. However, I will admit, I prefer getting this figure over the original Kaizer Ghidorah figure. Kaizer Ghidorah, the original figure, was extremely tall, as well as Monster X. He was extremely too big. I think he was like the same size as Galactron, DX Galactron from Ultraman Orb. But yeah, I prefer having every of my Godzilla figures be somewhat the same scale with each other. Somewhat. Because I don't like, getting figures that are extremely big, like too big, you know what I mean? So, yeah. Now, articulation-wise, you can't really move this figure that much. I mean, the only thing that you can move is just the legs. I mean, at least you can move the legs so you can recreate that scene where Kaizer Ghidorah roars, jumps, and then steps on Godzilla. At least you can recreate that scene. So, that's it. There's no head articulation and, there's no head articulation, but, yeah. Now time for some size comparisons. Now this is the only comparison I'm gonna do. Is the Bandai 2004 Godzilla figure. I'm not sure what year this figure came. I think hang on, let me check the underfoot. 2006. So the 2006 Godzilla Final Wars figure. I got it from Toys R Us, just letting you know. So yeah, I can kind of see the problem here because Godzilla was supposed to be like this high or this tall because Kaizer Ghidorah literally picked him up with all his 3 heads and he was like stepping on him, and his head looked shorter compared to his foot. So yeah, I can see the problem here, but it's kind of acceptable for me because, like I said, same scale. That's all that matters for me. But if Kaizer Ghidorah was like, I don't know, if he was like around, if he was like this high, that would have been acceptable for me. That would have been a little more accurate in my opinion. But I don't know. But yeah, the size is definitely, this figure does have a problem with the size, just like the Mechagodzilla 2 figure that I reviewed. So yeah, that's the only comparison I'm gonna do. So yeah, guys, I got Kaizer Ghidorah from Kaiju Brooklyn, which I still had more fun than Comic-Con. But yeah, this figure overall is decent for the most part. I will admit it's decent. The details on this figure is phenomenal, really good. The paint job is what's disappointing about this figure. And another thing that's disappointing about this figure is the size, because he should have been a little bit bigger, you know. But yeah, I'm alright with figures being a little too small. Well, the only figure that I had that issue with is that Mechagodzilla 2 figure, because he was really small compared to the Heisei Godzilla. But yeah, Kaizer Ghidorah is a decent figure overall. I heard he's hard to find right now. So if you find one that's like less than 30, 40 bucks, get it. If it's used. If you're gonna get a new one, then yeah, you're gonna have to pay a little extra to get a new one, you know, that has a tag and everything. So yeah, guys, overall, Kaizer Ghidorah is a decent figure, but it could have been better. So anyways, guys, hope you guys like this video. Like, comment, subscribe, turn on notifications, and I'll see you all next video. Bye, guys.